Hi, good morning. How are you?
Hi, very good morning. I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Long time. You've taken a session with me before, right?
Sorry?
You have already taken a session with me before, right?
Yes, yes. It is my
Time.
second session with you.
Yeah. Long time back. Okay. So, how was the morning for you?
Very pleasant and
Nice. Mm-hmm.
mm, very cool also. Cool and pleasant.
Nice,
Weather,
nice.
climate also too good.
Where are you from? Uh,
I'm from Telangana.
Telangana. So it doesn't
Yeah,
get very cold in there, right?
yeah. Not too cold.
Not
Um
too cold.
yes.
All right.
So,
So for the day, topic is yes, boss, people pleasing. So what do you mean by this topic name? Yes, boss, people pleasing.
yeah, I heard about it, and
Hmm.
generally we see this type of atmosphere in private sector, IT sector. We have HR and head of the team, and so if they give any task and we should tell to them, yes boss, and we are ready to finish the task, and we will complete the task within time.
Hmm.
So we can see that atmosphere in, especially in private sector comparing to the
Hmm.
government sector.
Hmm.
And we have, in government sector also we have that type of atmosphere, but comparing to the private sector,
Hmm.
a bit more in private sector.
Hmm. Right. So, what do you think? Is it like people pleasing? It's not just about your bosses, but otherwise also. We are, sometimes some people are very much into like people. They want to please people around them. So, is it a
Yes.
good habit? Is it a good habit?
mm, Not all the time, but
Hmm.
it depends on that situations, and yeah.
Right. Okay. Few questions are there in the session. Can you think of some reasons why some people find it difficult to say no?
Yes, they don't feel free to say no, but
Mm-hmm.
we can see if a friend asks you any uh, help, and
Hmm.
if you are careful to do that help, and you can go for it. But few people are, they are what we call, somewhat they are in an introvert nature, and
Hmm.
they can't say no, and if they don't have that capacity to do that help to their friend, also they will say no, and they will face that trouble with that
Hmm.
friend. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Next question is: have you seen anybody in your social circle who's a people pleaser?
um Me myself.
Okay. Okay.
I can tell you an example also. During my college days,
Mm-hmm.
uh, we had that annual day.
Mm-hmm.
For that annual day, we composed a song, and I'm the hero for that song, and four support dancers for me.
Mm-hmm.
uh, we prepared very well for that stage
Sorry.
show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. On the day before, one of my friends and who supports me as a dancer,
Mm-hmm.
he came to me and he said, one of my what we call, my girlfriend is coming to see that show, so I want to the hero of this song, and you just stay back, and you support me as a dancer, and I will do the whole performance. So he asked me in a request manner.
Hmm. And you could
So
not say no. Okay.
so I didn't say no. So I gave chance to him, and yeah, that was the situation happened to me.
Okay. What are the effects of being a people pleaser on one's mental health? So when you did that, so you can talk about yourself also. How did it affected your mental health, and what happens usually when we are not able to say no to people?
Yeah, and it affects our mental condition.
Mhm.
We prepared for that situation. And after the program, uh, few friends asked me, and you are the main person in the dance, and we saw your practice performances, but you
Mhm.
didn't uh, uh, perform on the stage.
Mhm.
So when they asked me, I faced somewhat difficulty, and I didn't even answer to them. Okay,
Mhm.
let it be like that.
Mhm. Mhm. So
Yeah.
you regret that you should have said no. No, I don't want to be at the back.
But yeah, whenever I see that dance performance video, we have videos, right?
Mm.
Uh, Whenever I saw, but it gives me a regret. But sometimes, okay, I helped my friend, and whenever he saw that video, and he called to me, and he will say, "Arey, thanks for that, and you only
Mm.
gave chance to me. If
Mm.
you didn't give chance, and I would not done that much performance as a hero for that song." So he generally, whenever he see that video, and he calls me, and he will tell that.
Right, right. Okay. Is it safe to assume that people pleasers are genuinely nice, or are they simply stuck in a toxic loop?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
Sure, I'll repeat. Is it safe to assume that people pleasers are genuinely nice, or are they simply stuck in a toxic loop where they're not able to say no and then they're just stuck there?
Yeah, and for this question, uh, I can say that they don't, they may not say to others no, and they don't have guts to say no. And if anybody asks you any help, and if it is not, not up to you, and you don't have that capacity to do help, and they don't have that much brave to say no, and they do or don't, they will just say, okay, I will do for you, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Right. Okay, so what do you think? What can we do to learn to say no?
First of all, we have to think, and we have to give proper reply to them.
Hmm.
If they ask that help, and okay, I'm not capable for that, and
Hmm.
sorry, and I can't do this help
Hmm.
to you, no, we can say that. And if it is capable, and if you are able to do that help, and you can go for it. But if you are
Hmm.
not capable, and you have to, what we call, in a you have
Hmm.
to replay them in a good manner,
Hmm.
not in a rude, like that.
Right, right. You should give an explanation that that is why it is happening.
Yes.
Right, right. And also, don't worry. You also do not have to worry about the reaction of the other person. If you'll keep worrying
Yes.
about that, then you might not be able to say no, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, can you open the session notes?
One second. Yeah, I opened.
So, on the page number 2, there's this very small paragraph in the beginning, Beginner's Guide to Being a People Pleaser.
Three simple practices to overcome people pleasing. Is that, or which one?
Starting, Beginner's Guide to Being a People Pleaser. Small paragraph, person who
Yeah. Yes.
sacrifices.
Yes. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I
A
want you
person
to read
who
that. Hmm.
Sure. A person who sacrifices their comfort and happiness to make others happy is called a people pleaser. These people often have trouble saying no to requests, even though it could cause a major inconvenience for them.
Right. Now, if you'll see below, there are a few pictures which, you know, are describing
Faces
the
of
pieces
a
of
people
starting
pleaser.
from end. So, if you will see the ones we are happy, we're bored, we get angry, we get terrified, we get
Terrified,
depressed, and
depressed,
we are
dying
dying
inside.
inside because we always have to say yes. So, what exactly can you say about these pictures and these emotions when we have to say yes?
Yeah.
And,
So in I can see the same emotion in the all pictures, in happy, bored, angry,
mm-hmm,
and there is no difference uh, in their emotion. All
mm-hmm,
same, they are carrying the same emotion. Either it is happy, bored, angry. terrified, depressed, dying inside. They are carrying same emotion on the face.
Right, right. But what do you feel about it? So, like in the terms of emotions, how do you go from being happy, being bored, from angry? Like if you will say no to yes to someone, but inside you want to say no. So, what is the transition from being happy to slowly being like dying inside?
Mm, dying inside itself, you will die inside, and if you can't do, and usually you can say, I can't do. You have to say like that. You know, if you are in happy mood, you should smile, and don't smile inside, and generally smile like,
You should
we
not
put
keep your emotions inside,
emotion
basically.
inside. And if
Hmm.
you are sad and okay, feel somewhat, you can cry also. If you
Hmm.
cry, and your sorrows will flow away. They
Hmm.
may flow away. uh,
Hmm.
and if you are angry also, if you are not showing that angry,
Hmm.
what happens, your mental health will disturb, or your mental condition will disturb.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
And you have angry, but you are not showing that, and you're showing angry inside, but you are not showing outside. So that
Hmm.
affects your mental health or mental condition.
Right, right, right. Okay, towards the end, go to the last page of the session notes. You will see vocabulary words.
Assertiveness, conflict avoidance, self sabotage.
Hmm.
We
So
have
one by
three.
one, we'll start with the first one, and I want you to make sentence on it. So, do you know the meaning of the first one, assertiveness?
I don't know. Now I'm reading that the ability to
Hmm.
express your needs, opinions, or desires confidently and respectfully without fear of conflict.
Right. To be able to express your emotions very confidently, not being uh, underconfident about it and being very expressive. Understood the meaning?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you make a
Here,
sentence?
here we have Seema learned to be more assertive to reduce her people pleasing tendencies.
Yes, yes. What sentence can you make?
Um, mm, I am not assertive
Hmm.
uh, in terms of to reduce people pleasing tendencies.
No, I'm not assertive. I have to be assertive to reduce people pleasing tendencies. You need to get
Yes,
assertiveness,
yes.
right? Right.
Mm.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I'm
Next,
not assertive, so I need to get.
you need to get assertive. But
Yes,
when you said people pleasing, to reduce people pleasing tendencies, then you will say, I have to be assertive. If you want to say that I am not assertive, and that is why I am a people pleaser. So you have to
yes, yes.
understand what kind of a meaning you're trying to display. Okay. Second word.
Conflict avoidance, the
Hmm.
tendency to never disagree or confront others in order to avoid
Conflict.
upsetting them.
Mm-hmm. Did you understood the meaning?
No,
So
can you
somebody who
tell me
wants
in a
to
simple
keep,
way?
yeah, somebody who wants to who wants to avoid conflict all the time, and that is why they don't want to agree or they don't want to disagree, so that there is no conflict. If you read the example, sentence example, you will be able to understand it.
Rahul's extreme conflict avoidance made it difficult for him to express his true feelings and needs.
Hmm.
Mm. And can you tell me any simple example by using that conflict avoidance?
Mm. I usually try to avoid conflict, and that is why I just be quiet.
Come
Okay.
again. I usually.
I usually try to avoid conflict, and because of that, I always be quiet or silent.
Okay.
Okay, understood the meaning?
Yes.
Okay, chalo, move on to the third one. We'll talk
Self
about this.
sabotage. Self sabotage.
Hmm. Self
Uh,
sabotage. It means, one second. If a
if
person's own actions prevent them from achieving their goals, or if a person's own actions or behavior is responsible for their downfall, then it is called self sabotage. Like because of just your own self, you're putting yourself down, right?
hmm,
By constantly neglecting
negative
studies,
studies.
Varun practiced self sabotage, which reduced his grades. So you are just your own reason of your downfall.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
By constantly neglecting studies, but
Hmm.
in practice, self sabotage. Okay.
Yeah. Can you did you understood then the meaning?
Yeah, I understood.
Can you make a sentence?
By constantly neglecting English grammar and
Hmm.
I am self sabotage, which reduces to make sentences.
Hmm. Hmm. Right, right. Nice, interesting sentence. Okay. Now open the chat box. As you have mentioned, I've also written your mistakes and also the rules I want to discuss. So I'll first go with the mistake. I was the hero of that dance. You said I am the hero of that dance. You had to say I was the hero of that dance. Then you
Acha.
said that much brave. You were talking about something. You said we don't have that much brave or something like that. Brave is a quality. He's a very brave person, or she's a very brave person. Courage is a verb where you have to say we
That
don't have
much
that
courage.
much courage. Okay, brave
Oh,
is an adjective. So this is the rule number one. You should know the quality of the word. Like, is it an adjective? Is it a noun? Is it a verb? And accordingly use it. Okay. So courage is a verb, and brave is a adjective. Next,
adjective.
you
Okay.
said sadness will fly away, something like that. Okay,
Yes.
so it was right. I think there was again an issue with the tense. You have said maybe sadness was fly away, something like that. You can watch the recording again later and see it, but the correct will be you sadness will fly away. Then you said you have angry, you are angry.
You
You
are.
have anger. Anger is a noun. Okay.
Yes.
I have a lot of anger. That means I have a lot of anger in me. That is a noun. Being angry is a verb. Okay.
Okay.
I'm very angry. You are angry. Right? That is a feeling. That is a verb. Right? So the rule number one is you have to understand the whether you have to use verb, whether you have to use noun here or an adjective. There are different words referred to as adjective, the different words refers to as noun, and different for verbs, right? Rule number two, when you talk about past, everything will be in third form of verb, except you are using did in the sentence, then you will use first form of verb.
Yes.
Okay? What did you do? Okay,
Yes.
so you have used did here, so that is why you're using the first form. What did you do? Not did. What did you study? So I'm talking about your
Yes.
past. I'm asking about your past, but because I've used did, I will not use
Did.
what did you studied.
Yes.
Okay, rule
Whenever
number
if
one.
you use did in any sentence, we should use V1.
Ha,
Yes. Yeah.
right. Next, if you're using to and after that you're following it with a verb, that will be again a first form. For example, mm, like what did you have to study? Have to. So to after to there is a study. So you will use first form of verb anytime, regardless of any tense, whether it's a past tense or future tense. If there is a verb following after to, you will only use verbs first form.
Okay.
Okay. Were you aware of these rules?
Yeah, I aware of the did. Whenever we use did and we
Did
have to use V1.
okay. Were you aware of to?
To a little bit and not that much. And
Okay.
can you tell some examples on this second?
Second one, I won't
Yeah.
think about it. Sometimes you have so many, and sometimes when you actually have to give you doesn't come to you, but let me think of. For example, I wanted. That means it's a past tense, right?
Yes.
I
Want.
wanted to go there. To go there. You will not say I wanted to went there because it's
Yes.
a past
I
tense.
wanted.
Otherwise, you had to use went. But because you have used to, you will say I wanted to go there.
Okay. I wanted to
Oh,
go there.
right? Even if it is a past sentence of the past time, you will not use third form after to,
Okay.
right?
Sure.
Understood? Yeah. Any other doubt? Any question?
Hmm. Yeah. Tell me any other simple rules to remember.
Subject verb agreement. Let me tell you, there are 7 rules in subject verb agreement. I will tell you one today. Subject verb. So rules are about it. Do you understand what is a subject? Subject is a person or an object about which we are talking in the sentence. Okay. If the
Yes.
subject is singular, verb is also going to be singular. Okay. If the
Okay.
subject is plural, verb is also going to be plural in the
Okay.
sentence. For example, Ram goes. Ram is a subject. Go is a verb. So you will not say go.
Yes.
The singular form of the go is goes. Ram goes. Subject singular. Verb singular. Okay.
Yes.
Then I'll tell you the example of a plural. Just let me see. You can have a look at it after the session also. Subject verb agreement. That is very important aspect of a grammar. Just a second. So the dog drinks, singular. Dog is a single and drinks is a singular. You will put s to make it singular. The dogs drink. Though, so the subject is a plural and drink is a plural. Okay? You will have to make the verb plural to match it to the singular sentence. The dog drinks s with the verb to make it singular. Dogs. Now it is plural, so you can use a plural verb. Dogs drink.
Yes.
Right? You can have a look at it after the session also. It is an important rule in grammar.
Yeah, sure. The cat drinks milk.
The
Mm.
cat drinks
The,
milk. The
the
cats.
cats drink milk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Right, Naveen. Any further doubts?
And already I have spoken some in our session, right? So where I did mistakes and where I should focus and
You should focus more on the tenses. That if you're talking about past, you be conscious and you be aware to use a past tense. Right now, that is the one thing you should majorly focus on. Other than that, few mistakes, like 1 or 2 mistakes in the whole session, is fine. But grammatical tenses mistake is not very well because it will completely change the meaning of what you're trying to say.
so
Right?
how to learn tenses in simple
Story
way and how
writing.
to remember.
Story writing or writing or talking about your past a lot, like picking up any, like your childhood, your best friend, your school time, your college time, writing about your past incidents, and then you can get it checked from your teacher also in the session. Then they can give you feedback that where you had to use which tense and accordingly. Right?
Sure.
Right, Naveen. Have a good day ahead. Bye. Take care.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Bye. Thank you.
Bye bye. Thank you.